And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans, folks. Today is September 5th, 2025. I'm your host, St. Nick, and we got a great show for y'all today. Well, folks, the NFL season kicked off last night in a pretty good game to get us back into the NFL season, a game that really had everything. Spitting, touchdown. I mean, that first half, everybody was scoring. Lightning delay, good defense. We had it all. Drop passes. We had it all yesterday. Eagles end up getting the dub on the Cowboys again, 24-20. Now that's like 3 straight minimum there, Cowboys. Not good. So we'll break down that game today. We got a game on tonight again, folks. Oh yeah, back to back on it. Chargers Chiefs playing tonight. It's a free game on YouTube, folks. So make sure you watch that. And we'll also make our official prediction for that game. We were a little off on our prediction yesterday. We did take the Eagles minus 8.5, and we also beefed it up to Eagles minus 19.5. They don't cover the 8. They don't cover the 19. They probably would have if it wasn't for the Lightning. Okay. Cowboys end up fumbling the ball, all the momentum towards the Eagles. They go down. They score a touchdown on that drive. Cowboys now desperate, down probably 10 at this point. Double digits. They're going to throw the ball, maybe pick 6. That's 17 points. And then you get the Eagles, maybe one more field goal on their next possession. They go up 20. It was all there. The roadmap was there. The read was there. But I didn't account for the Lightning, so maybe I'll account for the Lightning in this game and we'll finally get it right. I also did call the Javonte Williams 40-plus rushing yards, and we also endorsed Javonte Williams on our season-long play of over 500 rushing yards, and he had a pretty good game, let's just say that. While Miles Sanders fumbled, we're setting ourselves up pretty good for that season-long Javonte Williams rushing yard bet. That we will be updating in our live betting shows. We'll update our season-long totals and all that. What else do we need? What is the average per game needed? We'll update all that on our live shows, our live betting shows that go on to between 1 and 3. 1 and 3 p.m. Eastern every day is our live betting show. I checked the chat. I want to hear from y'all. So tune into those folks streaming everywhere you see this. So shout out. So we got a great show for you today, so let's just jump right into it here. And before we get into the games, we got to get into the interview. The interview, folks. And man, oh man, is this just not so classic? Is it not classic, folks? The next saga in the whole Kawhi Leonard, Tree Company, Steve Ballmer, Clippers, Pablo Torre investigation journalist. Once again, shout out to Pablo Torre. Big time shout out. You know, he's digging into the documents. He's a journalist. You got to shout him out. As, you know, journalists keep declining in this country for some reason. There's so much to uncover, I'll tell you. I mean, sheesh, you want to become famous, become a journalist and take any topic and dig into it. I'm sure you'll strike gold at some point. So we had Steve Ballmer thought it would be a good idea to go on ESPN after that game. I don't know if you want to follow up the game. I don't know. I don't know when you go on, but you don't go on during the football season. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do, actually. Oh, yeah, let me go on after the game because everyone's going to be talking about CeeDee Lamb dropping all those passes. I don't think they've talked about it at all here on First Take. I've been kind of watching this morning. They're all in on the drop CeeDee Lamb passes, the spit in the drop passes. So maybe I do got to give credit to Steve Ballmer. This was probably a good time to do the interview. Everyone's talking about the spit, the big spit, Spitgate, and Dak spit back, but did he spit first? Oh, yeah. Everyone's going to be talking about that. Let me get this interview out of the way and try and sweep this thing under the rug real quick. But unfortunately, I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked here by Steve Ballmer. He ended up doing a sit-down interview with Ramona Shelburne on SportsCenter. And how we knew this came about was ESPN's PR. I love that. The ESPN PR official Twitter account tweets out the announcement that Steve Ballmer is going to be doing the interview on SportsCenter that night, late last night after the game. So it's just so funny. PR, the fact that there's PR is just so funny. If you ever have to go to PR, you usually did something bad, public relations, get my image good, try to clean up my image. The goal of PR is to help. It's like a public defender. It doesn't matter if you're guilty or not. We don't, hey, Steve, I don't give a fuck if you're guilty or not. We're here to clear your name. You're a good man, and we're going to make America realize it. You come on here, and we're going to have, doesn't matter if you bribed them. We don't care. We care about making your image good again, you self-made, brilliant billionaire. Hey, Steve. Don't get down in the dumps. We're here to rehabilitate your image, okay? So get over here. Get on this chair with Ramona Shelburne, and we'll make America realize Pablo Torre's a bad guy. Why would Pablo Torre say these mean things about this brilliant genius billionaire? How dare Pablo Torre? He's probably jealous, am I right, Steve? Hey, Steve, do you think people are jealous of your wealth? Shelby, Ramon Shelburne. I mean, I never like to say people are jealous, but when you have a lot of money, it attracts a lot of eyes and a lot of attention, and everyone starts looking at you. Look, I was just a nobody that pulled myself up by my bootstraps and made billions of dollars. I'm just like y'all. Why? I'm so at the end of this, oh my God, folks, at the end of this interview, he's like, I'm so mad and I'm so sad that Pablo Torre would say these things about me. It's classic PR, folks. If you want to see classic PR, watch the full interview. So we had that last night, Steve Ballmer, and we get some clips, and we told you, Mark Cuban went to his defense on Twitter the other day and said, he just got duped. And we had Steve Ballmer kind of say that yesterday. Here we go, a quick little snippet of it.
Million. Pablo's podcast, I don't know anything about the court documents on this.
And this is crazy. Steve Ballmer has never seen the court documents. Are you crazy? If somebody defrauded me and made me look like a fool and stole millions and millions of dollars from me, I'm looking at the court documents. I would like to go to court as well. Hey, Your Honor, may I? Your Honor, may I interject? May I say something here? Get me on the record. If I truly did nothing wrong and I was truly defrauded for $28, $48, $50 million, I'm going on the stand. Your Honor, I'm innocent here, okay? And I want that money back now. So he says, I think these documents have been out for like 7. This is not something that just came out last week. No. Pablo Torre said he's been digging for a few months out here. I want to say like 7+. So there was ample opportunity for you to get a copy of those court documents, because I believe he's in the court documents. The Clippers, the organization, Kawhi Leonard's LLC, his company's in the court documents. So I imagine somewhere he's in the documents. So if you're in the documents, you know. If you're in the documents, you usually know. So he says he's never seen them. He's never looked at them.
I haven't seen them, and I don't know.
I don't know. Court? This thing went to court? Hang on. This would be so funny if Steve Ballmer finally found out he got swindled at this point. He's like, hey, whoa, they defrauded? They just went bankrupt and defrauded? What? Here we go. He's back.
I'm not trying to be... I don't know. I really don't know.
No, folks, he's not trying to be like, ooh. I'm not trying to be like, ooh, I really don't know. It's not like I'm ooh. I'm not oohing. I really don't know, folks. Will you let me live? I don't know. I'm a billionaire, and I don't know about my own money.
Is what it is.
It is what it is.
And why did they do that?
It's a lot of money. $28 million, $7 million a year is a lot of money for a guy that you didn't actually require to do anything.
I don't know why they did what they did, and I don't know how different it is. I really don't.
He
And
really
frankly,
doesn't,
any
folks. He wants you to
speculation
know he really doesn't know. I mean, look, I'm not lying to y'all. I really don't know. I'm not like, ooh. I really don't know, folks. What do you want from me? I'm just a billionaire owner. Okay, I make mistakes. I get swindled. I give people $50 million because I really trust them, and then they go and swindle me. That's how I made all my money. I kept getting swindled over and over, and somehow it worked.
would be crazy. These were guys who committed fraud. How would I be able? Look, they conned me.
They conned me.
You're one of the richest men in America.
They conned me. I made an investment in these guys.
They conned me.
thinking-
It's so funny. They conned me. Look at me. I'm susceptible to cons just like you.
was on the up and up, and they conned me.
They were on the up and up, I swear. I swear. I vetted them myself, and they were on the up and up. I said, oh, yeah, these guys are good.
At
They
this
conned
stage,
me.
I have no ability to predict why they might have done anything they did.
And it's so funny, folks. It's so funny. I'm not a body language expert or, a lying expert, but some of the rules and guidelines, the basics, everything is on a, per person basis, and not everyone's going to follow the same thing. But a nice guideline that, they use is, when your voice gets higher, it keeps going higher. It's like you're lying. That's kind of a telltale sign of a potential lie. When your voice just keeps on climbing higher and higher. No, I really don't know, folks. Steve Ballmer's voice throughout this entire thing just kept rising. I mean, those final words there. I mean, we're in a couple of octaves up. But just listen, from here on out, I'm going to play from the 30-second mark here. Just listen to his voice. It's going to keep on climbing.
I really don't. And frankly, any speculation would be crazy. These were guys who committed fraud. How would I be able? Look, they conned me.
Exactly. As soon as when the fraud comes out, when he says there's fraud and they con me, his voice keeps getting higher. Yeah, I don't really know. I just don't know. And then, they frauded me. They con me. Let's play it back. Here we go.
Speculation would be crazy. These were guys who committed fraud. How would I be able? Look, they conned me.
They conned me.
You're one of the richest men in America.
They conned me. I made an investment in these guys thinking it was on the up and up, and they conned me. At this stage, I have no ability to predict why they might have done anything they
Look how it made me starting to cry here. I mean, the voice is so high.
Podcast, they report it was 28.
So that's Steve Ballmer on the interview who says they conned me. We get another clip here.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Ramon.
Oh, this is it. This is the end of the interview, right? But what does PR say? What is PR 101 now, right? What is PR 101? Make the people in your corner. Bring out the heartstrings. Tug at the heartstrings. Make people cry. Make people understand that you're mad and sad. Listen to Steve Ballmer here. Interview's over. She thanks him. Thank you for doing this interview. But he continues on because he needs the last words. It's PR, folks, okay? And he's just going to be like, I'm mad and sad. He's got to get the last word. Here we go.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Ramon.
Appreciate your
Really
time.
appreciate the opportunity to talk about what we've done and express, I guess, some of the anger I'm feeling about what's going on. And I also feel some sadness for our employees. I'm mad, but I'm also sad that they're going through this as well as our staff and our fans.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
So that was his last words. All right, I have to make sure I hit my points home. I'm mad. I'm mad about these allegations, but I'm also sad. I'm sad boy. But I'm not just sad boy for me, but my employees that they had to go through this and that they still have to go through this. Because the mean old bad wolf Pablo Torre is talking bad about us. And that makes me sad. And I appreciate you letting me come on here and express my madness, but also my sadness here. And I appreciate you, Ramona. I really do. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm innocent. So that was Steve Ballmer yesterday. Once again, just, saying that he's innocent. And once again, he's got a quote there saying, we signed the deal with Kawhi before any of this, before Kawhi even knows these people. That's high integrity. We did things by the book. Well, once again, Steve, I mean, it would look very suspicious if you signed him and then like the next day, the report is, oh, well, he also signed, for $28 million with this tree company that endorses us. It'd be a little suspicious. So of course, he didn't know about it because this is what you do. You come here, you sign this contract. Well, Kawhi, we'll get it taken care of. That's all you have to promise him. Hey, Kawhi, it's Steve. It's Steve B. Mr. Ballmer. I got the money. You signed this. We'll get you something extra under the table, all right? I don't know who it's going to be by, but we'll get you. You know me. I'll get you taken care of. And I'm sure Kawhi said, all right, and he signed the deal. That's all you have to say. I'll get it taken care of. You got the handshake deal, all right? I'll find you a sponsorship we can pay you under the table to juice up your contract a little bit, all right? Just can't be right now because, it would look a little suspicious. So give me some time. I'll create a fake tree company, and we'll have you planting trees in no time, okay, Buck? All right. Thank you. So that's where we're at. We're with Steve Ballmer in this whole thing. I think he's guilty. Pablo Torre and Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban actually went on Pablo Torre's show. I think yesterday they released the episode today. I think it's almost like 3 hours long, but I got to listen to it. Mark Cuban still defends Steve Ballmer, but the reviews I'm hearing is that, once again, Mark Cuban, he should probably just stay silent on this one, pal. All right? Sit this way. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. You're not even like an owner anymore, all right? You could take a step back. Take a step back, Mark, okay? So I got to listen to that, see where Mark Cuban is trying to defend, but I don't think it's looking good for Steve Ballmer and the Clippers, folks. Don't think it's going to end out too good. All right, couple more things here before we get into the NFL here, and finally, thank goodness, folks, the saga is finally going to end. This, 6-7 year saga is finally going to end because it seems like Ben Simmons is finally going to be done playing basketball, or should I say, done trying to attempt to return to playing basketball, all right? This goes back years, folks. This goes back to OG Takes by Fans before I went to We the Hobby and all that. I'm talking about the early days of Takes by Fans where we were strung along. I've got old videos. You can go look them up on YouTube of us waiting. We kept waiting, Ben Simmons, because every day in the national media, the fraudulent national media that's pushing their own narratives and pushing their own agendas. We heard it all the time multiple years ago. Oh, he's ready. Right before the playoffs, he's ramping up. He's dunking. He's ready to go. He's playing tomorrow. And then that day comes and it's like, well, all right, we're going to hold him back one more day. And then that turns into a week and a month. And then it ramps up again. We've just been so burnt out with Ben Simmons. He's atrocious. I don't want to hear anything about it. Well, he could have been great. Well, he's not. He wasn't. So enough with the Ben Simmons. He's finally going to be gone from the NBA. Thank goodness. So we can all stop hearing about it. Stop hearing about, literally, even up until last season, folks, after the season ended, the reports were, oh, he's ready next year. He's ready to go. And now it's all getting walked back again. So thank you. Thank goodness. Everybody can stop latching on to this man. Everybody can stop looking into this man and be like, oh, he's actually very good. Oh, we can't wait for him to play again. He's never playing again. He was never good in the first place, unfortunately. There's been some reports earlier this week that Ben Simmons was looking to potentially step away from the game, and now his agent, Bernie Lee, has cut ties with Simmons and will no longer represent him. His own agent is sick of the game, of the circus around this man of, oh, he's very close to playing. Oh, actually, he's going to take the whole year off. But next year, wait for it, he's ready. Oh, well, let's wait a few months and come back to it. Thank gosh, Ben Simmons, I'm glad to see you go. It's enough. It's enough now. All right, and the final thing here, no, stop. Don't do this, please don't. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, folks, are going to do a boxing match. Legend versus legend 2026. Oh my gosh. Mike. Look, we love you, Mike. We can't do this. We saw the Jake Paul fight. We can't do this, Mike. Mike, look, Mike. We all love you, and that's why we can't have you do this. All right. You're not in a good place. All right. You can't. You can't do it anymore. You can't take any more hits. I'm sorry. We saw you in that Jake Paul fight. It was looking real rough. And Floyd Mayweather, he's potentially the GOAT, He's going to throw a little harder than Jake Paul. You know what I mean? So Mike Tyson, don't do this. Don't do this. I know you're going to get paid. I know this is going to, I'm sure both these people are getting tens of millions. Hundreds of millions? I don't know about hundreds, but definitely tens of millions of dollars for this. So please don't do this. I'm begging you, Mike. I don't want to see this. I'll watch it because we have to, obviously, but I don't want to. Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, folks. I don't know. I think somebody needs to step in. Now, Floyd Mayweather, look, obviously he's not going to lose, but, it's not like Floyd Mayweather's the most aggressive boxer, and that's not a knock. I mean, you know how he does. So maybe this could be a fight of them all just walking around the entire ring for, every 12, however many rounds, 12 rounds, whatever it is. So maybe Mike Tyson took this fight because he knows he won't get punched too much. Because if he's not aggressive, then maybe Mayweather won't be aggressive. But still, I don't even want the chance. I don't want the chance of, Mike Tyson going out big bad. I don't think we need to see that, so... you had your ass, Mike. You had your ass. You had your ass out, Mike. Mike, your ass was hanging out in the last fight. I don't know. I don't want to know what's gonna be hanging out in this fight. We don't need to see the front. All right, the crotchless. We saw the assless chaps. We don't need to see the crotchless chaps. All right, pal. Champ. We don't need to see the crotchless chaps. Champ. All right. Maybe sit this one out. So, that's what we got. Oh, man, was wandering in the locker room, ass out, cheeks out, double caked up on a Tuesday afternoon. Crazy. Alrighty, that's the non-football stories we had to get to today. But now let's shift gears to the NFL and let's start breaking down the game from yesterday because it was a good game. Overall, it was a good game. Lightning obviously ruined it. Scoring, touchdown, no punts the entire game, and then the weather delay, and then they all come back, and there's no offense. I don't think, was there any point scored? I think was there one field goal? Was it? I think it was 21-20 after before the Lightning delay. I mean, real stagnant offense thereafter, and rightfully so. I mean, you get cold, you had to sit for an hour, you get 12 minutes to warm up, 15 minutes to warm up. So, Lightning kind of ruined the game, brought the game down, but the beginning was great. Touchdowns, high offense, looking good product, good quarterback play. After that week of college football, I mean, seeing all those bad quarterback college performances, it was great to watch a professional game and see these professional quarterbacks sling the ball around. So that was great to see. Great offense. And I will say, I mean, I got to shout out the Cowboys, folks. I'll give them a little love here. They looked a lot better than I was thinking heading into the game. And I got to shout out also Brian Schottenheimer because, man, oh, man, he looked good. Looked good as a head coach. Solid play calling all throughout. Just unfortunate, the Lightning delay kind of beefed both sides. The offense, the teams just didn't look right after having to sit for an hour. So shout out to Dak and shout out to Brian Schottenheimer because yesterday during our show yesterday, we did have the Cowboys very, very low in our power rankings. I have them ranked number 24. Now, they'll potentially move up a little bit. They still lost, and the Eagles dropped some interceptions, and they also, were competitive with no Jalen Carter, so there are a little stipulations, but, stipulations on the other side with CeeDee Lamb dropping all those balls, so Cowboys looked good. We'll see if that's sustainable. Once again, week one is, a little wonky. Doesn't mean, if you were trash week one, you're going to be trash for the rest of the season. And if you're a great week one, doesn't mean you're going to be great or good for the rest of the season. So, Cowboys, they made a great first impression. They're going to have to keep it up. And they can. I'm not saying they won't. But we'll see if they can. We'll see how the field plays this Sunday. And we'll come back to our power rankings probably every Tuesday. Monday, we'll probably break down the show, break down the week of football. Tuesday, we'll update our power rankings. And Wednesday, Thursday, we'll start looking ahead, prop bets, and just the lines overall for the next week. So that's probably when we'll update our power rankings on Tuesday. And we'll see if the Cowboys can move up a little bit in the rankings, and I think they probably can. That was a really nice performance. I give them some credit there yesterday. Shout out to Schottenheimer. I was clowning him a lot there in the offseason. So he looked good. Probably, honestly, he looks like the best Cowboys coach I've seen in a hot minute. And once again, we'll see if it all continues to look and go well. Now, let's get into the game. And the first and foremost, the spit. Let's break down the spit tape that has everybody losing their minds. First and foremost, it's kind of done and over with. We had Carter being interviewed at his locker after the game, and he was like, "Yeah, it got away from me. I apologize, and I let my team down and all that." So he's already accepted responsibility and all that. I don't think we need a suspension. I don't think the NFL needs to suspend him. Spitting is, it's very bad. You can't spit on anybody, folks. Spitting towards somebody and spitting on somebody are two different things, and that's kind of what we saw by Dak Prescott, that he potentially spit first in the direction. So let's hear it broken down by Jason Garrett himself, because he's got the perfect play-by-play breakdown of the spit. This is what Jason Garrett, the reporter, heard.
Yeah, I talked to Dak as he was coming off the field after the game, and Mike, you described it perfectly. Dak said he was talking to his lineman, he was talking to Tyler Booker, and he had to spit, so he spit over Booker's shoulder, and I guess Jalen Carter was looking at him, and he came over and said, "Are you spitting at me?" And Dak said, "Why would I spit at you?" And he got closer, and he spit back at him. I guess it was a misunderstanding.
I guess there was a misunderstanding, I guess. Are you spitting at me? No, I'm not spitting at you. And then he spat back. So that was great by Jason Garrett right there. Great reporting, great breakdown of it, great coverage. But when we look at the tape, because there's great camera angles from every which way, when we look at the tape, we do see that Dak Prescott steps up. He does spit over his lineman's shoulder, but after that, you see Dak Prescott lock eyes with Jalen Carter and kind of nod his head at him like, "Yeah, that was towards you, Bucko, what's good?" Now, Dak Prescott was smiling, so a little smurfy, nothing too serious. These are conference division rivals and all that. They've got bad blood. The Eagles blew them out 2 times last year. There's a little rivalry. There's a little back and forth, but it's supposed to be fun, and we got to remember that. Nobody's trying to kill you, truly, on the other team. It's supposed to be that little back and forth, smurfy, and all fair and, fun competitive sports, right? And unfortunately, Jalen Carter took it a little too far, unfortunately. But we can't escalate. We can't keep escalating and all that. Somebody spits in your direction, use that as motivation, laugh back at him. I love just laughing at people. I did it actually yesterday on Twitter. This Bills fan, these out of their minds Bills fans, folks, I'll tell you. We'll talk about the Bills a little bit later, but I just need y'all to gear up because it's going to be an annoying season. And usually it's an annoying season because, Taylor Swift is shown 100 times in the Chiefs games and the Chiefs and the refs and all that. That usually makes the annoying season, right? Not this year. The annoyingness this season is going to come from the oversuck, the overgush of Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Farewell season, gold patch, MVP, all of this. It's going to get to levels where we're all just kind of turning off the TV and turning off our phone. We wipe our hands. It's enough of that Josh Allen talk. I gotta kind of unplug because it's gonna get annoying. I'm telling y'all, folks. Y'all never listen to me, and I always turn out right. I'm telling y'all, it is going to get to a point where collectively all 31 teams in the fandoms are going to be looking at each other and be like, all right, now this is annoying. Now this is annoying with what's going on with the Bills. Like, yes, they're good, but I mean, like, we're talking about them like they're better than the Patriots dynasty and this Chiefs dynasty mashed up. Like, it's better than that combined. And they haven't done shit. They got a sympathy MVP. It's going to get to annoying levels, folks. Let me digress for a little bit here because we'll get to it. So, back to the spit. Dak Prescott, stop with the escalating. Can't escalate. Stop with the escalation. But Dak Prescott does spit in Jalen Carter's direction and does make eye contact to be like, hey, yeah, that was kind of towards you. So Dak spit first, but didn't spit on him. Spit toward his direction, which is, it is an intimidating tactic. It is a competitive tactic. Spitting in somebody's direction, that shouldn't fire you up that much, If they spit on you, I get you. Now it's oof. But it just in your direction, and then you go and spit on him, not great. He got in your head. He won. He won in competition. Trying to get the edge, trying to get you thrown out the game, trying to get you to overreact, and he did. But Dak Prescott is trying to say that he didn't really spit in his direction or really even know he was there. But we do have him kind of caught in 4K. I mean, just look at that, folks. That is eye contact. That is a big old smile. So this is Dak. This is Dak's official statement on the whole spit. Says, quote, yeah, I probably spit 1,000 times throughout the game. I mean, especially game day. Maybe even in general in something I guess I'm not proud of. But in that case, he was trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Cowboys right guard Tyler Booker. I was just looking at him. I was right here by the two linemen, and I guess I needed to spit. And I wasn't going to spit on my lineman, and I just spit ahead. I would say he was back there and was in that sense. And he goes, are you trying to spit on me? At that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure I'm not trying to spit on you, is what he said. We're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookie. And so I stepped through. I actually say the words like, why the hell would I, excuse me. But I'm probably even more colorful. What the fuck is probably what he said. What would I need to spin on you? What would I need to spit on you for? He just spit on me in that moment. It was more of a surprise than anything. Refs obviously saw it through the flag. I was like, hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the game off. Didn't realize he was getting ejected. Unfortunate that he did. He's a hell of a player. It changed our plan on the blocking scheme. And as I've told you before the week, that we're going to protect against him. So it helped in that manner. I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regretted that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows that I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention, that I feel sorry for him in the sense of, yeah, I mean, I know how excited each and every one of us are, right, to kick off the season and the season opener. And hell of a player like that doesn't even get a chance in the first play. Unfortunate circumstances. So that was Dak Prescott's quote. He said, yeah, he was messing with our rookie. I needed to spit. I kind of spit toward him. I was looking at him, but I wasn't spitting at him. I wasn't spitting toward him, all that. But still, at the end of the day, folks, I mean, look, Jalen Carter kind of took the bait. Unfortunate. Got ejected. But Dak Prescott's not, taking this to heart. Jalen Carter, after the game, getting interviewed, this is what he has to say.
What happened from your vantage point?
It was a mistake that happened on my side, and it just won't happen again. So I feel bad for just my teammates and the fans out there.
Says he's sorry. Says he won't happen again. Says he's, just sorry for his teammates that he wasn't out there. It seems like, the Eagles won, the Cowboys lost. I don't think we need this need to make this a bigger story than really it already is. People were losing their minds on Twitter yesterday. It was a little ridiculous. But, I think, look, he didn't play the game. That's the punishment. We move on. We try not to spit anymore. So that was Spitgate. But that whole game was kind of chippy. It was really surprising that he did get ejected. I don't know if it warranted an ejection, but, spitting on somebody is very, very disrespectful, I will say. But the game was pretty chippy, and they didn't throw anybody else out. I mean, I thought there was kind of maybe a point or two during the game where players could have also got thrown out. I mean, we saw a couple of scrums. I mean, at least 2, maybe 3 kind of scuffles throughout the game. And nobody got thrown out. Refs kind of kept a pretty cool head throughout the game. So shout out to that. But, from that kind of get-go, throwing Jalen Carter out, I thought they were going to, set the hammer down all game long. We got, the offensive lineman for the Cowboys here, throwing a punch. Throwing a punch during a play. Refs didn't see it. They didn't call it. We had some potential flopping by Jalen Hurts out of bounds. Very good calls here by the refs. Really, these calls weren't too much, especially this one was not late hit out of bounds. We got Jalen Hurts kind of flopping a little bit. So I guess I just got to give the refs a little credit for not overblowing this game. Like I said, to throw somebody out for that spit, you think, they're setting up for, a very, very strict called game. But they didn't throw these flags on, the very, very close bang, bang, late hits out of bounds. They didn't throw people out for those other scrums in the game. It was a nice game. Besides the taunting penalty, once again, the NFL is making a big deal of cutting down on taunting. I hate it. And we saw a little glimpse of it yesterday. It's so lame as heck. You can't even do anything anymore. And I think it's going to get I'm going to get tired of it during the season. Hopefully it doesn't come to that point, but any indication from yesterday, they're cracking down hard on celebrations and quote-unquote taunting. Let's just not be a pussy, okay? I mean, Jalen Carter, a little bit of a pussy. I mean, oh my goodness, he spat in your direction. Okay, get over it. You don't need to go and spit on the man for it. Use it as motivation. Laugh it off. I mean, the fact that everybody gets so mad at everything and then they overreact with some sort of violence or some sort of physical act, it's really starting to get annoying, folks. We don't need to escalate every situation. We really don't. Just laugh. I mean, folks, I kind of missed the point earlier, but just laughing whenever you just want to, whenever somebody does something so disrespectful to you, you just got to laugh. I did it with Zach at We the Hobby. I just laughed. He posted that dumb post and trying to crop me out of the ribbon cutting. I just, LMAO! Okay, dude. All right, dude, guy. That's what you do. You laugh because it's really when you break everything down, it's just so comical. And it got a lot of likes. It got the most likes on the post, so I take that as a win. LMAO. I did it with the Bills fan yesterday. This is my favorite. Laughing gif. When I bring this out, I really mean the disrespect with it. It's the Squidward laughing. Squidward laughing out of his mind on the floor. I love this gif. That's what I do. I just laugh at these people, folks. Just gotta laugh at them. Dak Prescott spits in my direction. Look at this guy spitting at me. Gotcha. And now we're about to go beat your ass. We'll remember that spit after the game. Just laugh. Dak spat at me. Look at him. Look at the loser spitting. Who spits? That's all you gotta do, Jalen. Get back at him, but don't spit at him. So this Bills fan, these delusional Bills fans, I'm trying to tell y'all, talks about, Josh Allen should have won the 2024, or he won the 2024 MVP and should have won the 2023 one as well, but his defense let him down. So all I had to do was just pull out this laughing emoji, and that's it. I felt good after it. Okay, if you really think Josh Allen deserved the last 2 MVPs, I got other news for you. But I don't go and berate this man. I don't go and find this man and spit on him. No. I just post a Squidward laughing gif. That's it. Laughing out of his mind, eyes bulging out of his head, veins bulging out of his skull, tongue so wide open. So that's all you gotta do. Just laugh at them, folks. These people are clowns. People are clowns. Just laugh at them. That's what they want. They're clowns. You laugh at them, folks. Zach. I laugh at you. All right, we move on. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, the no flop call. All right, now let's get to this. We're done with Spitgate, done with Flopgate, done with all that. Now it's CeeDee Lamb dropping all these balls gate, because goddamn, the Cowboys, they were looking good this game. They were, but when it mattered, CeeDee Lamb drops two crucial balls that really could have truly impacted the game. I mean, Cowboys probably win if he catches one, definitely catches both. They probably win this game. So, first one, I mean, gosh dang. Now this one, the diving one, this was the second one, the second drop, the second big drop. Maybe the tiniest smidge overthrown, but still at the end of the day, this is a great ball by Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb adjusts to the speed of it. You can see him kind of turn on the burners to catch up to the ball here. He goes to dive for it. Ball hits him right smack dab in the hands. And it goes through. You got to catch this one. CeeDee Lamb, y'all say he's, y'all love him. Y'all say he's top tier. I've never truly felt that way, but, that's y'all. You got to come down with this ball. You're top tier receiver, top 2, top 3, top 1, some people say. And it doesn't go. It doesn't go. Do I got the second drop? No, I don't got the second drop, but the other drop, once again, it was even worse than this one. Worse than this one, because this one was beautifully thrown. Like, no overthrow, no underthrow. It looks like a magnet. It just goes in the breadbasket of a wide open CeeDee Lamb, and he drops it. Just a pure drop. So that definitely hurt the Cowboys. The superstars hurt the Cowboys. How crazy. They trade Micah Parsons, and it's CeeDee Lamb that ends up hurting them at the end. Maybe you got to trade CeeDee Lamb now, Jerry. We've had that conversation, right? We talked about it 2 days ago on the show. Matt Ryan, Tony Romo, would you rather have an elite offensive line or elite skill weapons? Well, the elite skill weapons still let you down. Build the line. You don't need star-studded name wide receivers because it's still not a sure thing. Quentin Johnson drops this ball. CeeDee Lamb drops this ball. I could save maybe almost $100 million. Maybe I'd take Quentin Johnston. I don't know. So CeeDee Lamb drops these balls. He takes accountability after the game. It's all on me. I dropped them, blah, blah, blah. Really, really hurt him there. All right. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the All-22. The All-22, and we'll deep dive, folks, on our live betting shows. We're going to break down film every single week. I'll get around it. I don't care. I'm going to be doing it. If they want to take down my videos and take down my channel, so be it. But I'm I'm going to break down the film. I'm going to do it. Now, I'll probably cover most of the screen up with my face so we can get around a little bit of the censors. But I got NFL Plus. I pay for it. I want to watch it on the stream. Sorry. I'm so sick. Look, it's the internet. It's everybody's trying to hold back. Oh, you can't show that. You can't show that. That's my original. Look, it's on the internet. And it's an old game. Who cares anymore? Jeez Louise, I'll pay the price. Just tell me how I do it. I digress on all that. But I do want to watch the All-22 because the big takeaway was that A.J. Brown had one target, one catch the entire game. So we know Jalen Hurts used his legs a lot this game, and he Folks, I know everyone's going to clown Jalen Hurts, for not throwing the ball and, running. Everybody's already doing it. This is the quarterback. Everybody, he's running. But watch Jalen Hurts in the pocket, folks. He is so comfortable so comfortable maneuvering in the pocket, not just by seeing it, but just sensing it. He can sense his blind spot when he's starting to get a little pressured, and he's able to navigate, and he makes the right move every single time. Every single footstep as he's navigating, there's no wasted movement. It's all so efficient, and that's why he was killing the Cowboys with his legs, because he is a great quarterback, folks. Quarterbacking is more than just throwing the ball. I'm telling y'all, we heard it from Tom Brady when he talks about Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't say Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league of all time. No, he says he's the best thrower of the football, and that's what I've been saying literally year after year. It's different. It's different from throwing the football to being a quarterback. Being a quarterback is making the right plays at the right time, not taking negative plays, and that's what Jalen Hurts does to a T. Oh, everything is kind of covered, all right. Pocket's kind of collapsing. Well, now I got this big lane, and I'm so shifty enough, agile enough, athletic enough, and cerebral enough where I can maneuver the pocket and find those gaps, find that lane, while still keeping his eyes down the field. You don't see him looking around frantic. No, he's cool. His eyes are always forward, and his hips are going side to side. His hips are moving laterally. His eyes are down the field still looking. He feels the pocket. He's so, oh, dude, I'm telling y'all, I was gushing, watching him masterfully, maestrally move his way into the pocket. He's a conductor, folks. It was beautiful to watch. And once again, once the tape comes out, once it gets uploaded on NFL Plus, I'll show y'all the examples, folks. It was a master class in pocket awareness by Jalen Hurts yesterday, and that's what makes him a top-tier quarterback. No, he doesn't have the biggest arm. No, he's not the tallest, but goddamn, he can squat 600 pounds and move both lines by himself on the tush push. He can make the big throw when he needs to. He can run when he needs to. He makes the right play at the right time. That's why he's a Super Bowl champion. That's why he's on the cover of Madden, and that's why he deserves your respect as a, at minimum, top 10 quarterback in this league. Give him his flowers. And I'm also going to probably do a weekly segment after the games have been played. It's going to be called the Gush Throw of the Week, where we watch the throw on loop for maybe like 20 minutes, however I want it long to go. Like I was telling y'all a few days on the show, where I think we need to bring standing ovations to football, to sporting events, like Dwayne Wade getting a 15-minute standing ovation at his film debut. I think that's what we do. I will stand 2, 5, 7, 10, 20, 30 minutes on loop watching the same throw as we gush and as we all stand in applause. And we had a candidate yesterday, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, potential Gush Throw of the Week candidate right here. Jalen Hurts, second quarter, 2-minute drive, and just look at this ball. Oh my gosh. Oh, folks, I'm gushing. Oh, beautiful. First of all, clean pocket. Look at him standing tall. Look at him having his eyes down the field. He rips it from the 15-yard line. Let's do a little math. From the small arm quarterback, he throws it from his 15-yard line. And it's one-on-one coverage, and it's right on the money. We'll count it at the 36. To the opposing 36-yard line. And it's not to A.J. Brown, the great receiver. It's not to Devontae Smith, the number 2. No. It's to Jahan Dotson, baby. Once again, somebody that should have never been an Eagle. Shout out to, I think, Washington for giving him up last year for no reason. Once again, all these teams making the elite teams, the juggernaut teams, even better. We gotta knock it off. But just this throw, folks, I mean, everything about it, it's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Mechanically, just looking at it, it's a gorgeous ball, and it got me gushing last night. Now, to count the yards, we said he threw it from his 15, so 15 to the 50 is 35 yards. And then 50 to the 36 is 14 yards. We add those together, that's 49 air yards. 49 air yards. And it's absolutely on the money. Small arm. I mean, absolutely brilliant. So shout out to Jalen Hurts. Everybody needs to knock it off knocking him. Yes, he's running. We'll get down to the bottom of it. Like I said, when the All-22 comes out, we'll see. Why did Jalen Hurts run? Did he run because everybody truly was locked up and there was nowhere to go with the ball, so he took off? Or did he not trust his vision? Did he not want to make the throws? Or was he scared to make the throws because these players were open? We'll find out on the All-22 where we can see the full field. We'll see why he threw the ball, and then we'll make our judgment. But, you know, you make the right plays to win the game. We can never knock that, and that's exactly what he did last night. All righty, two more things here on this game really quickly. Is everybody's mad at the tush push, and the first tush push really kind of frustrated me a little bit. It was a long 1 yard, and they go for the tush push, and it was really hard to see where Jalen Hurts was with the ball, but the ref at the bottom of the screen coming in just instantly said, yep, first down. They never showed the replay. They really just kind of, skirted over it. Then they threw a flag, just made it fishy, all right, they got the first, let's keep going here. I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Once again, we need more replays, all right? Stop going so quick here all the time. The NFL, fishy. It's fishy sometimes. We've all seen instances of some fishy calls, fishy officiating, Vegas potentially rigging, fishy. And that's how I felt when they didn't really show the replay, because it was a lot closer than I thought, and the ref instantly said, nope, that's a first down. Yep, nothing to see here. But I digress on that. To the tush push, people are getting upset, and, rightfully so. Fine, don't ban the play. We don't want the play banned, but, I mean, potential offsides here by the offense. I mean, look, you can't even see the nose of the ball. The center's helmet is over the nose of the ball. I mean, that's offsides. You've also got the offensive linemen, I think, potentially lined up in the neutral zone, because they're almost all, on the ball. So I think we do got to kind of officiate it. We got to officiate this fairly. But it does seem like the Eagles' offensive line is getting an advantage by the way they're lining up on the ball of the tush push. Is that why they're so successful? Because they're, offsides? We got this clear view shot right here. So, NFL, let's look into that. We don't want to ban the play, but it's got to be lined up correctly. And then the final thing right here, and then we'll get into the stats, and then we'll move on to our prediction on tonight's game. A.J. Brown switched up big time. What's up with that? Maybe that's why A.J. Brown only got the ball once. He wasn't getting open because he doesn't care anymore. He's big time now. A.J. Brown used to kind of always brag about, I still got this old Honda. I got this Honda I drive to the games. I don't need the big cars. I don't need all that. But then yesterday he shows up to the game in a Rolls Royce in a nice suit. In a nice bag. Is A.J. Brown letting the money change him? Could explain his poor performance last night. I don't know. We'll find out in the All-22. So that's my opinions from the game. Good game, good start to the season. Statistically, can we bring them down? Can we break it down here? Let's break down the stats. Nobody throw for over 200 yards. Dak Prescott could have if CeeDee Lamb didn't drop all those balls. But Dak Prescott ends the game 21 of 34, 188 yards, 62% completion percentage. It's, it's meh. Most of it was on the receivers, though. We had Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, folks. I mean, I never understood why his yards were so low. Our live betting shows, we saw that his over yards, rushing yards for the entire season was at 500. We, of course, bet it. We endorsed it. And he had 54 yesterday. Over his per game average needed to reach the mark. We took his prop bet last night. Over 40 plus rushing yards. That was on our Instagram. Make sure you follow us on there, folks. ST_Nick, NICK _TBF. St. Nick Takes by Fans. So follow me there. But Javonte Williams, 40 plus yards at plus money. Plus, it was like plus 140. Oh, yeah, beautiful. He had 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bing, bop. I know nobody saw that coming. 2 touchdowns by the man. So Javonte Williams, I mean, a nice running game there. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't like he was breaking through the line, but a nice strong back that got you 3-4 yards a carry. Very good. Miles Sanders let the team down. They were driving right before the lightning strike, and he fumbles the ball. Not good, which is going to help our Javonte Williams prop bet hit because now they're going to rely on Javonte probably a little bit more now. So that was just an easy steal there, folks. That was an easy steal. Then we had CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions for 110 yards. Would have had more, but those 2 big drops. George Pickens didn't look bad. Looked solid. He looked big out there, so that was something. That was interesting to see. But he had 3 catches for 30 yards. He didn't get into a fight, which shocked everybody. So shout out to George Pickens for keeping his cool, just laughing it off. Shout out. And then we had the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23, just doing his thing. 152 yards, 82% completion percentage. He ran, and he ran again. 14 rushes for 62 yards. He ended up scoring twice. Saquon Barkley looked fantastic, and man, oh man, I forgot to gush about him. When the film comes out, there's some plays I want to gush about Saquon Barkley because it's just so textbook, and I'm telling y'all, folks, watching college football, watching these bad NFL teams, it really makes me appreciate the great football when these superstars play, because it's all just so gorgeous. It's all textbook. It's all confident. And we saw that all the time last night by Saquon Barkley lowering his shoulder, not lowering his head, lowering his shoulder, getting the extra yards. He's so agile, folks. His cuts are so ridiculous. It's like he never got injured in the first place. There's about 3 or 4 runs I want to show y'all where I'm just absolutely gushing over them, and we'll get to that on our Monday show. So Saquon Barkley, 18 rushes for 60 yards. He had a touchdown. Jahan Dotson was the leading receiver kind of for that one throw that we saw. 3 catches, 59 yards. Devontae Smith, 3 catches, 16 yards. Didn't do too much. A.J. Brown, like we said, 1 catch, 8 yards. So we'll break this game down in the all-22, see what was there anything open? Did the Cowboys just have all these receivers on lock because it wasn't like they were slinging the ball all game? But overall, the Eagles get the win 24-20. It was a good game. Cowboys did surprise me, like I said. But we knew the Eagles were going to win this game. And, they defensively missed a few opportunities to kind of maybe make it more of just a 4-point win. So Eagles get the dub 24-20, and the Cowboys will be a little bit behind the 8 ball to start the season. Alrighty, now let's take a look on the game we've got tonight, baby, because we're running it right back. Chargers, Chiefs in Brazil. So here we go. The line is Chiefs -3, Chargers +3, and just look at this line, folks. Look at this line. Neutral field, and the Chiefs are favored by 3, and I love it. Everybody's off the Chiefs. They've lost the aura. The dynasty is over. Travis Kelce, they're gearing up for the last dance. But when you're traveling this far, folks, I got to look at the head coach, and I got to say, Andy Reid, he knows neutral field games. He's been in a few of them, folks, right? Super Bowls. I trust the Chiefs here all day, like a -3 here. Chargers, I gotta see it before we believe it. Once again, we like Ladd McConkey, but everybody else cannot catch on that team. O'Marion Hampton, I think, is going to be good, but he's a rookie. And Najee Harris is blind as a bat. We know this, folks. He's still wearing the shades. Harbaugh, look, I know, solid coach, but is he going to get the team right to play overseas? Are they going to be throwing the ball? Are they going to have a pedestrian game plan? I think the Chiefs, I think Patrick Mahomes, he's sick of hearing all the haters saying he can't play. He was kind of exposed during the Super Bowl where the Chargers, Justin Herbert, he throws 4 interceptions in the playoff game and everybody still sucks him. Nobody's talked about that. Everyone's like, Herbert, oh my goodness, they keep bringing up, all the rookie year accolades from Herbert. Okay, there's no pressure on Herbert. Patrick Mahomes, there is pressure on him, and he's taking it personally. Loving the Chiefs here, -3. That is the official play. That is the official endorsement for tonight, folks. Like the Chiefs here. Sorry, Chargers. Sorry. Alrighty, we will have our live betting show a little bit later today, probably around 2 p.m. Eastern. I got to ship out a few things here, but we will be back a little bit later today for our in-depth betting show where we'll dive into this game, props and all that. What's looking good? Where's the value? Is Vegas mispricing anything? They mispriced Javonte Williams yesterday. We'll try to find the misprice today. So stay tuned to that. I'll post a recap on Instagram. We'll go live on the gram, folks, if you want to watch live on there. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Takes by Fans, folks. You know where to find me. But that is going to do it for us today. We didn't get into too much, but rightfully so. Some big stories, and we had the game on. But tomorrow, folks, we get into it. Our entire week 1 picks are in tomorrow's show. We'll also sprinkle in a college bet. We'll get in 11 to noon, so we will be here before college kicks off. So get our last second bets in here together on that. We'll make our official predictions picks for the entire Sunday slate tomorrow, and we'll also break down this Chiefs-Chargers game tomorrow. So, I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, listening. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again. Follow me on Instagram, @ST_Nick_TBF. Follow me on Twitter, @TakesByFans, and our YouTube channel, @TakesByFans. Alrighty, folks, I appreciate y'all. We're back tomorrow. We'll be back a little bit later today. Get a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy the game, and put a little money in your pocket. Chiefs, folks. They're fine. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's the dynasty. It's Patriots dynasty. It never ended.